Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Thank you so much for joining me today for our weekly Happy Little Stitch Shop live stream. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see so many names out here. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Teresa. It's windy in Washington. Hello, Tammy. Hi, Mickey. Hi, Teresa. What did I already say? You get a hello twice. Hi, Debbie. Hello, Kim. How is your pedicure? Happy early birthday to R. No driving to school this week. Yay. Some people are on spring break this week. So we had spring break last week. But I've heard from a bunch of you that you were super excited that you have spring break this week so that you can join us. So yay. I'm so glad that you guys are able to be here this week. And I look forward to summer when some of you who are working during the school year will have the summer off and we'll get to hang out more often. So hello, Kim. Hello, April. Hello, Lori. Hi, Brandy. Rainy today in Missouri. Debbie, Kim. Hello, hello. Hello, Terry C. Deborah, hello. Yay, you get to be with us today. I'm so glad. Carla, hello from Arkansas. Valeria, good afternoon to you. And hello, Christine from New York. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, April 8th, 2021. I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and I am so glad that you guys are able to be here today. First of all, I have to give a big shout out. I got a little gift in the mail this week from one of you lovely people. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I don't know if you want me to say who you are. So if you do, just let me know and I totally will. But I like to keep people private if you want to be private. But look, I got this little box of soap and they're in, okay, I got to just take it out. They're in the shape of little quilt blocks. Look at that. Can you see it without the glare? And they're scented. They're little quilt soaps. They're all different. And it was just like a total surprise gift. The only thing the card said was just a little something for the best shop owner I know. This type of quilting I couldn't go wrong with. So look at these little quilt blocks. And here's another one. And there's another one. And it's all soap. And they're all different scents and they smell so good. And oh my gosh, I felt a little bit spoiled when I opened it. For the longest time, I was really confused. I was like, did I order this? Like, what happened? And then I saw the note and then I was like, touched and like super thankful and happy. And like, I can't believe somebody thought of me to send me something that's super, super nice and very, very generous. So super cute. And let me tell you this Etsy shop that it's from, because it's a really cute idea and it's a lovely gift. It's from an Etsy shop named Soap Escape. So it's called Soap Escape. Oh, good. Brandy says, yes, I can say. So Brandy sent him to me and it was such a nice treat. So I had to show you guys because these are super cute. I mean, to even just get them for yourself or to get them for a little gift for somebody. They're all in the shape of quilt blocks. They're super, super cute. And they smell really, really good. So I am loving it. I'm loving it. Hello, Jane. Oh, how fun and thoughtful. It's so thoughtful. I like, if I had a money tree, I would have loved to have gotten some of these and sent them to all of you. That's what I would have loved to have done. Those are so cute, says Debbie. Oh, yay! Adorable. Keeping warm in Tucson. Hello, Margaret M. Hello, Amber. I really do like them. Thank you so, so much, Brandy. That was super thoughtful of you. My heart was touched by your kindness. Okay, so I had to share that with you quick. And then if you guys are following me on Instagram, oh my goodness. Clearly, I'm trying to do some fall planning because I have lots of polls going on out there to get your feedback and input about things. So there were two when we did the new release party. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Tammy. And Valeria. Thank you so much. Tammy says, because you are the best. You are the sweetest, Tammy. Oh my goodness. We are so lucky to have such thoughtful and kind and giving people in this group. And Valeria, thank you so, so much. Hello, Lynn. So glad you could be on. I mean, you guys have no idea how often people say to me, comment or send me emails or just reach out to me and comment about how lovely this group is. Like, we're just really lucky. We're happy little lucky people to have kind of found each other and have this community. It's just, it's wonderful. I love it. And I'm so thankful that all of you are here. And that more and more people keep finding us and joining in. Like, this is a really kind group and positive, and it has just a good vibe. And so even if I'm having kind of an annoying week, which this week I've had kind of an off week, this getting together with you guys and chatting about stuff and having all this positive energy, it really kind of lifts me up. So I love your group because you are awesome. Oh, Valeria, you are the sweetest. Valeria is so sweet. I think I told you guys like a while ago, I had the pleasure of chatting with Valeria quickly, and she is just has the sweetest soul. She's so, so sweet. Hello, Jane. Okay, so I'm trying to do some fall planning. And so I have a lot of polls going on right now on Instagram. For those of you who do not like polls, I apologize. But for those of you who like giving feedback and like kind of participating in that stuff, and plus, I really do look at this as a community. And so I like hearing your feedback, and I like to do my planning around what you guys want to do and what you enjoy. Brandy says, I completely agree. I love you ladies. I look so forward to visit and listen to you all. Kim says, yes, I absolutely love this group of ladies. So many nice souls here. So true. No one is allowed to bother me during this time. Back away. I'm having a stitch shop. Ditto to what y'all said, says Sharon. Teresa says, right, don't bother me. Hey, Amber would love to. Oh, so when we did the new few quilt kits that kind of got a lot of buzz. And a lot of you either commented on the live stream that we did for the new release party, or you reached out to me later and asked about doing a quilt along. At the time, I was like, oh my gosh, another quilt along. But I love it. Like, this is part of my problem is I love so many different things that it's not hard to convince me to jump in to do them because I want to make so many things. And so the first one that got a lot of excitement and a lot of buzz was from the collection called Indigo Garden by Heather Peterson. And it was this one called Midnight Garden. It's a boxed kit from Riley Blake Designs. It's going to come in a super cute box. They do a really good job, I feel like, with their boxes. And it's a really fun kit. Like, I love this. I love the colors. I love that it's a little bit different. It's not typical from what we typically see. And it's beautiful for fall or even for spring. I did say y'all. I did. You keep talking to me, Sharon, and pretty soon I'll be saying y'all all the time. And Lori Holt says y'all a lot too. And so, or sometimes, I shouldn't say a lot. I don't talk to her a lot, but sometimes. And so this one has gotten a lot of attention. So I put a poll out on Instagram to kind of get some more definite or concrete numbers about who is interested in doing a quilt along for this one so that I can kind of plan. And then I was planning to do this other quilt poll like tomorrow or the next day. But then I got a message from my Moda sales rep saying that it was due to be ordered next week. And so I had to kind of act quickly and put a second poll out on Instagram today. So if you haven't voted yet, number one, go to my Instagram stories and vote on if you would like to do quilt along for Midnight Garden with Happy Little Stitch Shop or not. And then, of course, this is available for reservation at happylittlestitchshop.com. So that's number one for the fall, because this releases in October. The kit probably won't actually get here because it's a boxed kit. It probably won't come until November. So it would be like a late fall quilt along for this one. This one comes in October. Yeah. And then the second one that popped up today, because she told me that I have to order this collection next week, is this also got a lot of buzz after our new release live stream. It's from the Cozy Up collection by Corey Yoder, this beautiful collection. And it's this Roadside Harvest quilt kit. This one also comes in a keepsake box. And this would be like a quilt by row. We would probably do, you know, a row after a row after a row after a row and just do it that way. So then I had to put a poll up there because I kind of have to act quickly on this one. So number one, if you were interested in this kit, reserve it sooner rather than later, because by the end of next week, I have to have my order into her by Friday. So by Friday the 16th. So if you're interested in Roadside Harvest by Corey Yoder, please get your reservation in so that I can include you in my numbers. Also, please vote in my stories as to if you would like to do a quilt along for this one or not. So get your reservations in and also vote on a quilt along so that I can kind of plan out what fall is going to look like, because we also have songbook. We're doing a songbook quilt along for the songbook collection by Fancy That Design House. That one is coming up this fall, late summer. So I kind of want to get things in my calendar so that I know what we're working on this fall. So take some time and vote. Please help me out by voting and giving your input. So beautiful, says Lori. Yes, it is. I just ordered the table runner. That table runner is so cute too. Did I show that? No. This is the other one that I posted about today. I think I'm going to have to do this one too. It's a table runner. It's called what is it called? Autumn Garden. Yeah, it's called Autumn Garden. This one also comes in keepsake box. It's super, super cute. Teresa just ordered the table runner. If I had a money tree, I would do that quilt too. I know, it's so cute. I sent your response to an email you sent about a fabric choice for the Santa Village. Did you receive it? I think I did, Lynn. Did you? Oh, water sapphire, right? Not star sapphire, not 28 count star sapphire, or was it 32 count Lagana? I can't remember, but you want water sapphire. So yes, I did get it, Lynn. I have not responded to you because I need to look up water sapphire and figure out where I can get that from. So it's still highlighted in my inbox to follow up on that. I always mark my emails as unread. Like I read it and then I'll mark it as unread if I can't get to it right then, and then I'll make sure to, get back to it. So yes, I'm going to look for that water sapphire and try to find it for you. Mickey Bird is going crazy. I'm not on Instagram, but I would love to participate in a quilt along. Awesome, Melinda. Do you want to participate in both quilt alongs or just one or the other? Roadside Harvest or Midnight Garden? If we ordered the kit, we can just be counted for the, yes. So Tammy, you should be good because I know you follow me on Instagram. I know that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. And as long as you reserve the kit, then you should be good. So in order to be in the quilt along, reserve your kit at happylittlestitchshop.com, follow Happy Little Stitch Shop on Instagram, and subscribe to Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. And then you'll be good to go and you'll get all the information when it all starts. I just saw a real photo of that roadside quilt. It's super cute. I know Corey has been doing a lot of posting this week of the actual quilts. So if you haven't followed or seen her Instagram or her Instagram name is Coriander Quilts, Coriander Quilts. And she's been posting some real photos of the actual quilts, not the digital photos. And they're beautiful. It's beautiful. It's super, super cute. That one and autumnal is also very cute. I'm tempted to make that one too. This whole Cozy Up collection is just, I love fall. It's like my favorite season. And it really does have me, that blue border that is on the Roadside Harvest. It's gorgeous. It's kind of like this slatey, tealy, bluish color. I don't even know that there's a color name for it. It's really pretty. Super pretty. And the Tasha Noel Dresden quilt. Oh yes, Jane. Okay, I got to get that out there too. That one will be easy. But the big question about that one is, do I put together a kit for it? I kind of feel like that would be the easiest way to do it. But then it kind of limits you guys to have your choice. Like what would you guys prefer? Do you prefer to pick your own fabrics and not have a kit? Because really all you would need is maybe a couple charm packs and then some yardage for, if you want to do it the way that I'm doing mine, you would need some yardage for probably sashing and border and binding. And then yardage to do the fussy cutting of the stuff, of the little Dresden centers. So there's part of me that feels like putting together a kit would be great. And maybe I'll just do that. And then for those who don't want the kit and want to do their own thing and pick their own borders and stuff, can just do that on their own. So I need to think about that. And that one is due in November. Quilt Fair is. So that might be like a January. That would be a fun January one to do. Because then if there's any delays, which there has been a lot of delays, even though it's due in November, maybe it won't arrive till December. And then I'll have to get everything in the system and kitted and ready to go. And so January might be a good start one for the Dresden one. That would be a fun winter project, especially because that material is so happy and you know, it has a little bit of, it's just a fun prints and really happy, bright colors. I want to do the table runner, but I'm scared. I saw your comment on Facebook today, Lori, and I was like, you know what I have some people do? I've actually had a lot of new quilters do this. If they see something that they're absolutely in love with, especially if it's a smaller project like that, that isn't, you know, like cost of a full quilt kit, they get it and then they have it for when they get to that level and they get comfortable enough to do it. So if you see something that you love, then, you know, maybe you get it and then you have it, as long as you don't think that your taste is going to change, you know, by the time you get to that level, because that's the other risk is, okay, you have it, but then when you're ready to go make it, you're like, I don't really know that I like this anymore. But that one, I feel like it's a pretty classic, like timeless table runner. So that's an idea for you, is that then you'd have it to kind of be something to work towards, depending on when you get to that comfort level. I cannot wait for a songbook. I know, I can't wait either. Somebody just asked me about that, Jeanette, I think, and that entire collection. So that was your question. Are you ordering the entire collection? We did, in fact, order the entire songbook collection. So we will have all of it in the shop once it arrives. Order the cutie earlier today. So sweet. You can do it. And totally true. Kim is totally right, Lori. We are all here to help you. And especially if you belong to our Facebook group, Happy Little Stitchers, ask questions out there, because you have this community of people who will be happy to give you their experiences or tips or tricks about what works for them or what hasn't worked for them. So definitely have people here who are willing to help you. Midnight Garden, Melinda, got it. I am new at this too. Angela will help answer. For sure I will. I will answer any questions. And I usually get back to you like right away. If it's something that I have to follow up on and I'm like super busy and I don't have time, I try really hard to follow up within 2 days. And if I don't, whether it be weekend, business day, whatever, I don't care. I usually just try to follow up within 48 hours. And if you don't hear from me, then send me another email, because that means that it's gotten out of my head. So just send me another email and follow up with me. I think I ordered both right. I don't know, Tammy, for sure. I would have to look with that, right? Sometimes I'm just walking around and I say autumnal. Like today, somebody ordered the autumn garden. And then I started to be like, autumn garden. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. Let me see. Hello from NC. Don't be scared. What a great idea. Thanks. Yes, no problem, Lynn. I'm happy to do it. I just have to look and see which supplier it's from. Okay, so please do that. Vote for Midnight Garden Quilt Along and Roadside Harvest Quilt Along. And if you're interested in Roadside Harvest, Cozy Up, any of the Cozy Up fabric collection, I need to order this next week. So that would include, I think, fat quarter bundles, half yard bundles for reservation. We also have the autumnal quilt kit out there to reserve. That one has gotten a lot of reservations. So make sure to reserve that before next week, and then also the roadside harvest. And then I also have to order next week Sherry and Chelsea's collection called Sincerely Yours. So for those of you who were interested in this one, make sure that you get your reservations in by like Thursday next week, Wednesday or Thursday. And for this one, we have this one, which is called Good Hearted, and that is a boxed quilt kit from Moda. And then we also have Heartstrings. This one's kind of that Argyle looking one, which I think is so cute. It's called Heartstrings. That one is out on in the shop for reservation. And then, like I said, we have the fat quarter bundle, and I think there's a half yard bundle reservation out there too. So Cozy Up and Sincerely Yours is kind of a quick turnaround time. So get your reservations in. You love my glasses, Tammy. Okay, so let's talk about this. Last week, we had a plethora of eye appointments. We were trying to catch up on not having been to the eye doctor for a while. Initially eye doctor appointments were canceled, and then we just finally got around to getting the kids in and getting myself in. So 2 of my boys had eye appointments last week, and we've got some stuff to follow up on with them. And then my daughter, my oldest daughter, she had been complaining that she couldn't see and it's been some time now. So Mother of the Year right here. It's been like a while. She hasn't been able to see. So finally, I was like, okay, let's get you in. While I was on the phone scheduling her appointment, I said, I think I might be due. Maybe it's been a year. I'm not sure. Can you look and check for me and see if I'm due to have an appointment? I've been having some trouble especially with stitching. I feel like I'm playing the trombone. And so, I just asked the woman, could you check and see if I'm due for an appointment? And she was like, is it possible that you haven't been here for 5 years? Have you not been anywhere for 5 years? And I was like, what? I haven't been in for 5 years? And she was like, no, the last time it's been 5 years is 2016. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I guess maybe I should have an eye appointment. So in my time measurement, 1 year equals 5 years. And so I was like, okay, so I went in for this eye exam, right? So my daughter went first. She got her eyes checked out. She was actually okay. So it wasn't a terrible Mother of the Year moment. It was okay. But then they checked me, and they took my glasses because they were trying to read the prescription that was in my glasses. And I had gotten these glasses someplace else. I had kind of splurged on them, which I do not do very often, especially when you have a handful of kids who are wearing glasses. Glasses can be kind of expensive. And so I kind of splurged on them, which I guess is okay because I had them for 5 years. So, it kind of was doled out over a period of time. So I give them my glasses, they come back, doing other stuff. And then she's like, can I have your glasses again? We have to read them again. I have really bad eyesight. And so they were trying to read something about it. So she takes my glasses. 20 minutes later, my daughter and I are still sitting there. And I was like, what is the deal? What does it take that long to read some lenses and some frames? Then in walks this guy, and he goes, I'm so sorry, I broke your glasses. And I was like, what? I kind of thought he was joking. I was like, okay. And then he shows me, they were literally broken, not the temple. I thought, okay, maybe the temple just came off. Sometimes that happens, no big deal. The entire frame completely down the center was completely broken. 2 pieces in his hands. And I was like, oh my gosh, I loved those glasses. I was planning on just getting new lenses and continuing to use them. And they were kind of expensive, but I didn't want to make the guy feel bad. And so I was trying to play it cool. But on the other hand, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you broke my glasses. Like I was trying to hold it together, trying not to be ridiculous over a pair of glasses, but also kind of in disbelief that this happened. So these glasses were not really picked out by anybody. They were picked out by default because they're the only ones that fit my existing lenses. So that's why I'm sporting some new glasses. And now I have to figure out a glasses solution. So that is my glasses story. It was a little bit crazy. Good morning, Sue. Good job on the glasses, says Sharon. It's criminal house. It's crazy how pricey glasses can be. Typical and loving mother. Yeah, I think it's just kind of normal, right? You have so many other expenses or places that you have to put your money that you and your husband tend to come last. I think that happens. I know that my parents did it, and I'm sure my husband's parents did it. So I think that's just kind of normal for the period of our life that we're in right now. So I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I had the same eye doctor experience. I thought it had been a year and it had been 4 years. I'm sure she thought, oh my gosh, she's losing her mind. My eyes had changed so much. It was a wonder. I could see, yes. Oh my gosh, this year. Right about the glasses. Can't wait till tax time is over. I want to sew. Oh, I bet, Sue. I hope you laid it on thick. I didn't. And he was like, they were going to try to give me some different ones, but it had to be through one of their vendors. And the glasses that I got were from like a different place. And so I was like, well, can you just compensate me so that I can get another pair that would be like similar to what I had before, but they wouldn't do that. And so I said to my husband, that is not the type of customer service that I would provide to my customers, but which just goes to show how, like, I would put myself in somebody else's position and be like, okay, these frames broke of no fault of her own. So let's make it right. It's okay. But I would have gone further. Right, Brandy? That's what I thought. Because he gave you no, well, so these the guy was funny because he goes, you can totally keep those frames. And I was like, really? Because if I couldn't, I wouldn't be able to see. Like, gee, thank you. He's like, you can keep those because until I get a new pair, and then I have to return them. So these are just temporary. I just have these for the time being. You see me? It's like, I know. And so then I went and I ordered like 3 pairs of glasses for my kids because they were all like their prescriptions had all changed, some of them quite a bit. And so I ordered like 3 other pairs. I said, well, can you apply that towards maybe some of this? And he was like, I don't know. I need to check with my manager. So it's still in limbo right now. My husband, he freaks out every time. I know. And one of my sons, I swear to you, every other week he breaks his glasses. So I finally said, this kid needs contacts. Like, I'm tired of replacing these glasses. Goes to, I don't know. I mean, customer service is really important to me. And I've told you guys before that I think it's like a lost art for some businesses. I think because sometimes businesses get so big and then customer service just it just falls away. Super cute. Yeah. Oops, for the break. Needing progress. Okay. So this is the other part of the glasses story. So then I have my eye exam and the guy says, okay, so you need bifocals. And I was like, what? The guy just broke my glasses and now you're telling me that I need bifocals? I said, no. I was like, I'm too young to get bifocals. And he's like, well, not so much. Right about now is about the time that, people start to get bifocals. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, but take it back. It's not going to happen. So that also happened. So he said, I need bifocals. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And I'll see you in another 5 years, buddy. That's what I said. I needed them in my 30s. I know they actually recommended them to me in my 20s. And I escaped it for 20 some years. It's been about 20 years since the last time they told me I need bifocals. So I'm pretty sure I can get another 20 and all will be well. When I'm in my 60s, I'll sign up for bifocals. That's fine. I said the same thing about bifocals, right? Exactly. I don't even know how old I am, but not old enough to have bifocals. Yes. Yes. So that's where we're at. I got the age wake up call about bifocals. And just getting bifocals before me. But Sam, I'm not. You can win that race. I have trifocals into me. That's what I'm worried about, Valeria, is that it's gonna mess everything up. So I think I might just need to get one of those magnifying lights, is what I'm thinking. And maybe that will help with my stitching issues with playing the trombone while I'm stitching. Because sometimes I didn't have this before, but sometimes now it's like, what? I can't see what is going on. So anyway, that is my exciting story. That's why I have different glasses on, and I am not getting bifocals because I'm only in my 20s. That was my response when I told I need bifocals. See, Jane knows. She knows. Okay, so we're going to start with some quilting stuff. I have so much end of the bolt fabric to share with you guys. I finally pulled it. It's just been piling up. So I'm going to go through that quick at the end of this quilting section. And then I have so many cross stitch patterns that arrived that I spent the day yesterday getting them all into the system. Get a cheap pair of readers with a low number and wear them. See, okay, I knew you did that, Sharon. And I actually thought about that. My husband complained about his eyes. I said he needed bifocals. He says, no, there's something wrong with my eyes. Guess who was right? He's wearing bifocals now, Margaret. Okay, so we are in month 2. For those of you who are stitching, where is it? Oh, happy day. I'm going to share my blocks with you quick, and I will bring this up probably every week, so that kind of like our stitch alongs, so that we can keep on track with where we're at for making this beautiful quilt. So we are on month 2, and these are the blocks that we made for month 2. And remember, there is a YouTube video out there for month 2. It gives some important information, so be sure you check it out. Made the cute little house blocks. There are 2 of those because it's in 2 separate locations on the quilt. And we made another large block. This one is going to be super cute once it all gets done. I'm excited. This is a fun quilt. It's going to be very happy when we finish it. Okay, so that is our Oh Happy Day update, month 2. And I know some of you have been waiting for backing, wide back backing from Flea Market. It was back ordered. And so I had sold out of my first bolts like lickety split. It was gone. And some of you still needed some for backing. And I told you it's on order. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Well, it's now in transit to me. So I should receive it. If I don't receive it today or tomorrow, it'll be here early next week. So we have the red roses in transit to me. This is wide back flea market yardage from Lori Holt for your flea market flowers quilt. We have the red roses, wide back is coming, and the blue roses. So the red roses you can use either for whatever you want, but if you're curious, the red roses was used by Lori for the flea market flowers quilt, and the blue roses was used for the flea market windows kitted quilt. So both of those are coming. They are in transit to me now. I'm super excited about it. Then let's talk quickly about, thank you, Sharon. I'm going to have Sirius watching you show your FOMO. What is that? So adorable. Your points look great. Really? My points are not perfect, but I'm learning to embrace it because I could totally get really hung up on that. Ooh, like it could be paralyzing. But I'm learning to just like let it go. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will still come together and look okay. And it's a progress. And so I'm hopefully we'll see progression the more and more that I do. So I'm trying to like let imperfect points go. Fear of missing out. Oh, look at you, Sam. You speak Kim. Fear of missing out. Huh. I'm going to have to figure out ways that I can use that acronym in my life. FOMO. It sounds like it could be bad, but fear of missing out is not bad. I love End of Bolt. And you're actually here. That's awesome. I'm so glad I pulled it today then, Deborah, because I always feel bad for you when you get home from school. I know that you get home from school and you watch the video, and then oftentimes a lot of this stuff would be gone already. So I'm so glad that I pulled it today then. That worked out really nicely to finally figure out why you could see my stuff. Yeah, so Tammy was having problems on Instagram. She would tag me and stuff, and I could never see it, which means I could never like share it or comment on it. I just could never see it. Well, she figured out that because she has a private account, even if she tags me, I still can't see it, which seems odd to me. Like, why would Instagram do that? If you're tagging someone from your own private account, that must mean you're giving permission for that person to see it. So why wouldn't they be able to see it? So that seems like something that Instagram should fix. But if you have a private account and you're tagging me and I'm never commenting on your stuff, it's probably because I'm not seeing it. Because anytime I see something, I will comment on it. If it has hashtag Happy Little Stitch Shop, or if it has anything to do with our shop, I will comment on it and like be so excited that I saw somebody posting something on Instagram about us. So if you don't see a comment from me, it's kind of unusual. So that probably means that I'm not seeing it. Fear of missing out. Oh, Trisha got it too. I am just apparently old and needing bifocals. I am not up. And so does Trisha. Your kids will understand. I don't think they will. They will be like, what? What are you saying, Mom? I tried tagging you on Instagram too and wondered why you didn't see it. So that's probably why. Those glasses brighten your face really. So my husband said, those glasses make your eyes look even more blue. I was like, you're just trying to make it better. And it's not. So, okay. Where was I going with this? Okay, we have some stuff coming that is supposed to come. It's supposed to come in March, but I think it's going to arrive in April. The first thing is Sunday Stroll. This is by Bonnie and Camille. This is their next collection. Again, it was due in March. It's been delayed. We have our fingers crossed for April. I haven't heard anything yet about it. I believe that all of the quilt kits out there are sold out. The reservations are sold out, but I have a bunch of Fat Quarter Bundle reservations for Sunday Stroll by Bonnie and Camille. So if you want this lovely collection in your life, then a Fat Quarter Bundle reservation is waiting for you at happylittlestitchshop.com. And then the other collection that was due in March, which has now been pushed back, it is also delayed. I'm hoping it will arrive in April, is Spring Chicken. This is by Sweetwater. It's super cute. Both of our quilt kit reservations are sold out unless somebody falls through and then something might open back up again. But I believe we still have Fat Quarter Bundles able to be reserved for that one as well. And then also due in April, which I think is going to be pushed back to May now, just for those of you who reserved stuff. This was due in April. This is Smoke and Rust by Lello Boutique. And I didn't get the entire collection, but I did get some pieces for it. This, I believe, is going to be pushed back till May now. And an update for those of you who ordered Crystal Lane by Bunny Hill Designs. This was due to arrive this month in April, but I believe it has been pushed back to May. So this quilt kit is called Crystal Lane Quilt Kit. We still have reservations for that one out on the website. This quilt kit right here is called Blue Spruce, and I think we have maybe just a couple of those left. That one is nearly sold out, and this one is nearly sold out too. But there are a few more of this one than there are of the Blue Spruce. And then all of the rest of the kits for this collection have sold out, but we still have Fat Quarter Bundles for Crystal Lane able to be reserved in the shop. So that's what's coming up soon. So I'm hoping, that a couple of those collections will arrive this month that were due last month. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. The other thing that is due to arrive soon is Stardust by Beverly McCullough for Riley Blake Designs. I ordered some of the bolts from this. I did not order the entire collection. This quilt kit is coming. This is sold out online, so there are no more reservations out there. However, I do think that we have some Fat Quarter Bundle reservations left for Stardust. And this one I'm hoping arrives, you know, this month. The box quilt kit, keep in mind, if you reserve that box quilt kit, it arrives a couple weeks after the initial collection. So the box quilt kit, there is a chance it might be pushing May before that ends up getting here. I do have Stardust backing. Yeah. So anytime I carry a quilt kit, I try to make sure that I have backing in the shop for it. So I did order some of that, some yardage to cover backing. My quilter returns from vacation, so hopefully she will get to my quilts quickly, and then I will get them to you ASAP. I want to get them to you to make the trunk show. Oh, okay. So trunk show will probably happen within the next couple weeks. So we have 3 quilts to go for our Little Miracles quilts, NICU Drive. I am planning to make at least that or more. So we're going to hit 100. And then we will do a trunk show. So I can wait for yours to get here, Tammy, and then make sure that they get included. So just keep me posted on that. In my mind, for my planning, I was thinking about doing the trunk show either next week or the following week. So just keep me in the loop about what's going on with your quilts, and I'll just keep pushing it off until your quilts get here. That's not a big deal at all. Because we want to show all of them. They're so pretty. I can't stand it. Okay. The other thing on the quilting side. Oh, first of all, for those of you who are waiting for the Clover 2-point turner, point-to-point turner, this is now in the shop. I got a whole bunch of them yesterday, and I put them in the shop right away. So this is restocked and in the shop. Okay, and then, you guys, I made this last weekend. Ta-da! So this is the remix program. The remix program by Lori Holt. Remember, this is So Simple Shapes remix. And so Lori designed a block for month 1. This is month 1's block. And I got all the fabric, and I wanted to make it right away to make sure that I cut up the appropriate amount of fabric for kits to make sure that you guys had enough, and even enough if you messed up like I did. So number 1, I messed up because I didn't include the beak for my first bird that I did. And I had enough fabric to make another bird. So there's that. Now I've got an extra cute bird. And then also for the leaves, I accidentally used the wing for the leaves and the leaf for the wing the first time. So there are 2 very similar shapes, and I made 4 extra leaves. So make sure that you use the longer shape like this for the wing and the shorter, rounder shape for the leaves. So those are the 2 errors that I made. And I've got a few extra pieces to show for it. But I cut up all of the tons and dozens and dozens and dozens of kits for this. And I contacted all the people who had asked for one. We have the Prim So Simple Shapes for this. It's all in the shop and ready to ship to you right now. So there are still some kits left. And I think anybody who is interested in learning applique and practicing applique, jump on board and make these beautiful blocks. Like, I am oddly psyched about this. Like, it's kind of like an applique block of the month is kind of what it's like. And so you can either finish them individually, you could maybe save them and like turn them into a table runner or maybe even a sampler quilt. You could finish them as pillows. I mean, each size is going to be different. Each design is going to be completely different and use different shapes and all of that. So her idea behind it was to give people other options of ways to use her shapes to kind of help people think outside of what the original purpose of that shape was for in the original quilt that it's used in, and that you can use it for all sorts of things. And even when I was making this block as I was looking at the shapes, I was like getting ideas for other things to make with all of these shapes. And that was just looking at the Prim So Simple shape set. I haven't even looked at any of the other ones yet. So for this block, she used only the Prim So Simple shapes. Now for future blocks, she could take some Prim, she could take some Be Happy, she could take some Cozy Christmas. She's going to do whatever she wants to do. She's Lori Holt. And so it could be a mixture of things. It could just be completely different. So I'm really excited to be a part of it. It's kind of like a block of the month. That's how I'm kind of treating it in my mind, that I'm going to do an applique block each month. I'm really excited about it. We have kits left in the shop. You can choose if you want fabric only for your kit, or if you want fabric and the Prim So Simple shapes for your kit. There's a drop-down box. You can choose either one. But I hope that you guys will make these blocks with me, number one. And number two, I'm super excited to see how people finish their stuff and what you decide to do with the blocks. Like, that is kind of the most exciting thing for me. The only thing that's not included in your kit is this heart. This was an add-on by Lori during her YouTube video, and I just grabbed that from my stash. So hopefully you have some red in your stash. If you want to add the heart, you can do that. But I was originally going to finish this as a project bag. Like, I contacted Sharon. I said, Sharon, can you turn this into a project bag for me? I'm really excited about it. And then I took it to my mom's over Easter. We were down at their place for Easter Sunday, and I took it down there, and my sister and my mom were like, what? That is so pretty. Don't turn it into a project bag. Like, make it into something to display in your house. And I thought, well, what am I going to make it into? I mean, my first thought was a pillow, but you should see what my kids do to my pillows. And so I didn't want to do that. And then my husband was like, turn it into a wall hanging. Let's hang it up on the wall. I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll do that. And then one of my good friends said, maybe you just wait and see like what other blocks come out. And you turn the whole thing into a super cute sampler quilt and just, add borders here and there to adjust, to make the block. So I am undecided about my finishing right now. I'm kind of holding out to see what the next few months of blocks look like. And maybe, I'll feel like, okay, these would look really cute together. Or maybe I'll feel like, no, I'm going to do something completely different. I don't know yet. I'm holding out and waiting to decide until I see more blocks. But please join me for this So Simple Shape remix. Mix it up with me and join me to make these blocks each month. Yes. So Lori has a YouTube video out there, Tammy. I can't wait to make this remix. Me too, Melinda. So pretty, says Mickey. Beautiful, Angela. So Lori has a YouTube tutorial on her YouTube channel for this block. So I purposely did not do one because she already did it. And quite honestly, mine is not going to compare. And so, she's such a good teacher. She's such a good teacher. So she has a tutorial out there, and it tells you exactly what blocks, what pattern numbers you need to use, what So Simple shapes you need to use. It tells you exactly how to do everything you need to do. She goes through her applique method. She goes through her making the bias tape method for the legs and for the stems. It was so much fun to make. Like, it was so much fun. And I hand stitched it. I was going to machine do it because I thought I just want to get it done quick. I was worried about having to cut up so many kits and that I was going to run out of time, but I wasn't going to be here. And so I thought, well, I could use my time at my mom's to hand stitch it. I got it done in a day. Like, it did not take long at all to get all of this stuff stitched down super fast. It went together lickety split. Like, all of this was made and completely finished within 2 days. Appliqued all on one day. I let it just kind of flatten and sit overnight, and then I sewed it down the next day, and it was done. What? I love the remix. Thank you, Angela, for keeping it real. So am I, but nervous. Don't be nervous. It's so fun. I really love the versatility of everything Lori does. Yeah, so you can use it for so many things. And as I was using those shapes, I thought, you know what I really want to do? I haven't said this to anybody yet, but this is my idea that popped in my head. After we get a few months of this remix under our belt, I feel like we should do like a remixed, I don't know the right name for it. Like a mixed tape. For some reason, like a mixed tape comes into my mind, but I don't think that's quite right. And challenge isn't the right term because I don't want it to be a like I don't want it to be a competition, but to have people make their own block, like design their own block and then submit it. And then I don't know, somehow like a prize is awarded. So originally my thought was like a remix challenge, but that's not the right word. Some type of, I would have to name it something. I can't think of the name right now. And then people would submit their own unique designs using the shapes, like come up with something that's unique to you or your own thing. And then we compiled them all. And then maybe Lori would, pick a winner or two. I think that would be really fun just to kind of, get that creative energy going and use her idea of mixing stuff up, but see what everybody comes up with. Like, how cool would that be to see so many different designs from different people utilizing Lori's shapes? I think that would be really fun to see that popping up all over the place. I'm so stoked you guys are doing the remix. Excited to see them each month. You should do it too, Sam. Are you going to do a tutorial for each one? I am not, but she is. So if she uses different templates, will you carry all of them? Yes. So I will always carry whatever is needed for the remix. So Lori will do a tutorial the third Friday of every month will be her tutorial for the remix. I see it when it's released on Wednesday. So then I will frantically start like figuring out fabric to substitute for what she's doing. This one is exactly like she made it. It uses the exact same fabric, except for maybe the heart, but the rest of it is all the fabric that she chose. It might not always be like that. Sometimes I might just have other stuff that's similar, like the same colorway. It will look nice. I'm not going to pick like a crazy, like this is a pretty basic print. I'm not going to pick like some really florally print for that. You know what I mean? It's going to be similar and the colorway is going to be the same. And if I have to order, then I have to order. So I don't have a problem doing that, but it may not always be exactly the same fabric that Lori's using, but it will be as close as I can get it. And then I will always get shapes in. So whatever shapes she decides to use, I'll be sure that I have some of that in stock so that people who need it can have it. So that's the plan, but she will do a tutorial. So I will not be doing a tutorial. And I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it each month. Very cute. I'm new to Applique, but you've inspired me to give it a whirl. Yay, Tracy. I love it. That makes me so happy. Like, I am no Applique queen. So trust me, people, if me and my old aging eyes can applique, so can you. Just jump in and do it. It is especially Lori's method. It's easy on the eyes and it is so beginner friendly. Like, it's just so beginner friendly. And my stuff is not perfect. This is another thing. Like, okay, I'm shaping this. I've got some flat parts here on my round circles. I'm okay with that. One time I was shaping one of these flowers and my point-to-point turner just poked right through there. Clearly my seam was not sewn very well. I didn't worry about it. I just rolled with it. I made so many mistakes on here, but can you tell? I mean, I don't think you can tell too much. Some of it you might be able to, but it's okay because it's process. So as I do more of the applique, hopefully, by month 12 of this, I'll be a ton better. Who knows? I'm so excited about that, Tracy. That makes me so happy. Jane, you too. I'm so excited. Oh, but you're only 20 years old. Right? Because I lived through the era of mixed tapes. And so for some reason that keeps popping into my mind, but it's not quite right. Like, that's not quite the right name. I think it'd be fun, but I would like to get them to have some months of doing applique under their belt. Because I do think it's not like you kind of have to get comfortable And then I think the creative juices start flowing. When you're in the learning process, it's hard to be creative. But I think that once you kind of get comfortable with it, then you start to think, oh, maybe I could do this. Like I really wanted to put a shamrock here. That was my plan. And I worked for a while at trying to figure out how to put a shamrock here using Lori's method. I could have put a shamrock here doing fusible applique, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use Lori's method and put a shamrock here. And I couldn't get it to work. But it was like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I'm no worse off than I am just doing a heart. But I wanted to try to do something different than just exactly what Lori did, because I think that's kind of her idea, but it didn't work out. But I think that it'll come as I do it more. Yes. That's a great idea. You may have already covered this, but do we purchase every month or is it a club? It is not a club. And the reason that it's not a club is because I really wanted to make it a club, but the reason that it's not a club is because each one is going to be so different that I don't know how it's going to price out. So I couldn't like set it up as a club and say, okay, it's going to be $24.98 every month, because it might not be that way. I think it's going to be pretty close for pricing between $19.98 to $24.98 a month. I can't imagine it's going to go higher than $24.98. And I don't know if it's going to go lower than $19.98. So we'll have to see, but I don't know until I see what she's using and can price it out. I don't know what the prices would be each month. And so I don't think that somebody would sign up for a club not knowing what they're signing up for. So as of right now, it is just, I will announce when it's out there and then you go and get it, which is part of the reason that I'm really telling you today, because I've made enough kits. Like I could maybe make a few more, but then I'll be out of some of the fabric. So what is available is available. And then as we do more months, I'll get a better idea of who's consistently buying. So then I can better plan my kits. But for right now, I didn't know. I had a bunch of people reach out to me. And so I kind of, because it's not a club, then I want to be sure. Yes. Maybe you could call it a mixer. Ooh, that's a good idea. You've inspired me to try applique too. Justine, that's awesome. I love that you try new stuff and show us here to do it. Yes, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I think it's one thing to sit and watch the designer do stuff, or someone who's a really experienced sewer or quilter, but it's something else to watch somebody else and who's going to be honest with you, like, okay, I messed up here, but it was something like I can live with it. If I mess up badly, then I'm going to go back and fix it, because I am a little bit of a perfectionist. But on the other hand, I don't have a lot of time to be super perfection-y. And so some of it I have to say, okay, I can live with that. I don't think that that's going to be super noticeable. I really don't think anybody's going to notice it. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And then move on. So I think it's different. That would be fun. Yay, Tammy. Super clever. I like it, says Kim. Ditto, Justine. I love Angela and the Happy Little Stitch community. Woohoo! You could always do the club idea, and then when the block is on the lower end, just add items to add up. That's true. I could just add extra fabric, or something like that. So that's this, and it's in the shop, and get yours while you can. That is the So Simple Shape remix. Okay, and then she'll be releasing block 2, I guess, in a couple weeks. So like a couple weeks from yesterday, I think. So along with that, along with joining this remix, I am trying to be super organized about it, because I am embracing Lori's applique. I messaged her. I told her I was totally on board with it. And so I'm just kind of jumping in. I'm jumping into the Lori Holt applique world. And so along with it, I'm trying to go into it being organized. And so one thing that I need to access as a shop owner is all of her sew along guides. So I restocked our binders. Number one, these are in the shop again. This is her flea market binder. And I've printed out her Prim sew along guide. And the reason that I need this is because back in here is her Sew Simple Shapes guide, and it tells you the kind of the size that you need to cut for that shape so that you're not wasting extra fabric. Now, this could just kind of gave me an idea of how big to make your fabric. I didn't make it the exact size that you need because you guys can cut it and everybody wants to cut stuff their own way. And so I gave you a bigger piece than you need. But this helps to give me an idea of what kind of size I'm looking at that I need to include in your kit. So I'm in the process of printing out all of her sew along guides, and I am going to put them in this binder so that I have them all in one place. The other thing that is coming, Lori has a larger binder that's wider this way and it's thicker this way. And she stores all of her Sew Simple Shapes in that binder in these, like, they're almost like Ziploc bags that go in, they're pencil pouches. Somebody said that last week. They're like those 3-ring binder pencil pouches. And she puts all of her Sew Simple Shapes in there. So she has one pouch per Sew Simple Shapes set. Those are on back order, but they are coming. And as soon as they come, I'm going to be putting my Sew Simple Shapes in my binder and using those pouches and have a different pouch per set. So that's my plan, and they're coming. They're back ordered right now, but they're coming. Sew Simple what? Simple Shapes Stitcher Mixer. Oh my gosh. It took me a second to say it, but that is good. Simple Shapes Stitcher Mixer. I like it. Add a Happy Little in there, and we might be onto something. I might have to add this to my order. You should, Tammy or Teresa. It's so much fun. That could be the surprise for the month. Just ordered it to give it a try. Yay, Christine. Happy Little Simple Shape Stitcher Mixer. It doesn't go as well with Happy Little. Buy Happy Little Stitch Shop. Simple Shape Stitcher Mixer. Yes. You're clever, Sam. I like it. I like it. On the pouches, and they weren't so good. Oh, no. Well, I've got some on the way, and I will check that out for you and let you know. So that's the update for the remix, the Sew Simple Shape remix. Also, I have a bunch of kits left. I did a tutorial on this. I'm ready to piece it. I'm so close. I really want to crank it out. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've been so overwhelmed lately with work stuff and trying to get this done, trying to get that done. You'll see once we get to the stitching side. So Flea Market Flowers, Flea Market Table Runner is this cute little table runner. I have all of my blocks done, all of my sashing done. I just have to piece the whole thing together and then quilt it and bind it, and it'll be done and ready to go. But this was super fun. I did a tutorial on it. I hope it was really, really easy to follow. A lot of you jumped in and decided to give it a try, which just makes me so excited. It makes me feel like, you know, putting forth the effort to do those things is worth it because people are jumping in and trying it too, even if it's kind of outside of your comfort zone, which I love. So I have more of these in the shop and the tutorials out there for you to follow along. And then I have a bunch of 10-inch stackers for Oh Happy Day and for Land of Liberty by My Mind's Eye, Oh Happy Days by Sandy Gervais. And I have a bunch for Camp Woodland and a bunch for Notting Hill. So, and then for those of you who ordered the Jane Austen kit, which is that kit back there with the metallic gold stuff, this was on back order, and this is super hard to come by, but I got it in stock. This is the Jane Austen wide back. It's called Accomplished Woman, and this is the wide back yardage that goes with that kit. So if you have reserved the Jane Austen quilt kit, which is due to arrive in June, I would get this ahead of time. It's in the shop right now. I really don't think it's going to last long, so I'm giving you fair warning and a heads up that that wide back yardage is in the shop and you should grab it while you can because once it's gone, it's gone. The name was Missouri Stitcher's idea. It was such a good idea. I love it. That's so good, Sam. Good job, Missouri Stitcher. Mendy, a collaboration. My issue is what to do. What do I do today? Stitch or quilt? I know I run into that too. Did our flag still? Not yet. The last that I heard about Flag Still Stands for Freedom, or Flag Stands for Freedom, was that they were supposed to ship it to me the first week of April, which would be this week. I have not received notification yet that they have shipped anything to me. So I have my fingers crossed for the next couple weeks. I'm hoping that it will arrive within the next couple weeks, but that one has been delayed quite a bit because I think it was due to arrive in February. So it's coming. It's coming at some point. I don't know exactly when, but it is coming at some point. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have so much stuff to share with you guys still. I'm going to quickly go through this end of bolt stuff. So if you are interested, get a pencil, get paper, write it down, and then you need to email me. Don't comment on here what you want because this doesn't count for anything because I can't come back and I'm not going to come back and look at this. But I will go and look at my email. So whoever claims it first, I will then let you know quantities and prices, and I'll work through all of that with you later. I don't have measurements of it all, and I don't have any pricing done, but I will show you the yardage, and then just send me an email for what you're interested in. Okay, this is from Oh Happy Day, and this is cream texture. Oh Happy Day cream texture. I'm going to go through it kind of quickly, so be ready. This one is Confetti Cottons by Riley Blake Designs in white. This is Riley White. This is Shine On by Bonnie and Camille. This is the Aqua Rainbow print. This is Bonnie and Camille. What was the name of that line? Good Time. I don't remember. It's Bonnie and Camille, and it's like a slate gray floral. So slate gray floral. This is Lori Holt. This is my favorite Lori Holt print. This is Lori Holt. This is her kitchen print. At Home. That was the name of it. By Bonnie and Camille. So this is Lori Holt kitchen print. I have 2 cuts of this. This is Oh Happy Day by Sandy Gervais. This is the red texture. Red texture. This is by Lelo Boutique. This is Folktale. This is the blue stripe. It looks gray. It's kind of like a gray blue. This is Lori Holt Shabby Cafe. Shabby. What's it called? It's like a cafe. I think it's Latte. Shabby Latte by Lori Holt. This is my end of bolt from the flea market wide back. This is the blue roses. I have a note on this one that there might be a yard here. So that's the blue roses for the wide back. This is J. Wecker Frisch for Riley Blake Designs. This is her baby buttons in blue. So blue baby buttons. This is Camp Woodland. This is Cream Trees. And then this, I have a few of these. This is Hungry, Hungry Animals. What was that called? By J. Wecker Frisch. This is the penmanship print, white penmanship. And I have 3 different cuts of this for penmanship. This is J. Wecker Frisch Red Snowflake. This is also J. Wecker Frisch Alphabet Toss white. And then this one is Bunny Hill Designs Squirrely Girl. These are acorns, cream acorns. That's it. So send me emails if you want any of that stuff. Now let's move on to some stitching stuff quick. Okay, we are in the midst of some stitch alongs. First up, we are doing Cottage of the Month, May. This is what mine looks like from when I stitched it. And I think Brandy helped me figure out a frame solution. And so I'm very excited. I have some on order. I hope to have a couple of them in a frame by next week, maybe whenever the frames arrive. I don't know. I'll have to I don't know. I don't know when they'll arrive, but I'm excited to give it a try. I'm super happy about that. We are also doing Spooky Hollow by Little Stitch Girl, and this one is called Cemetery. We're starting this one this month in April. We're also moving on to our teeny tiny pillows. This is Lori Holt Stitch Cards, and we're moving on to the quilt block for May. So I'm planning to stitch that up. Yes, you get a little bit of a discount. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, Sue, but yes, I do mark it down. I do mark it down, yes. We're also doing Truckin' Along April by Stitchin' with the Housewives. We're doing that this month in April. And we are moving on to Glitter Village House 4 in April. We are moving on to Snowflake Stand for our Snow Village by Country Cottage Needleworks in April. And let me see. I have my stitch card kitted up and ready to go, but I haven't done any stitching on it yet. So I'm hoping to get some of that done soon. Let me see what else we have. Here's my Snow Village. And I just did not get much done on this. Here's the problem. I think I was just talking to someone about this the other day. I like a lot of different things. So this is where I'm at with Snow Village. I'm still working on the skate and sled shop. So I like a lot of different things, right? Like I don't have a concrete style. Like I just like what I like, and it can be totally different, but if it speaks to me, then I like it. And so that's kind of how it is with stitching. Like I love cute stuff like this and small stuff, and I love historical stuff, and I love samplers. I'm like really itching to do a sampler. And so then I think I get, I get overwhelmed with how much stuff I have going on, number one. Number two, it also makes me really like variety. And right now I feel like I don't have a lot of variety in my stitching. So then I'm not as engaged with it. So that's kind of how I feel right now. And I feel like my tastes kind of change every once in a while. And so I might be more in the mood to stitch this type of thing, but I'm doing stitch alongs that are this type of thing. So then it's hard for me to get motivated to do it. I love the stitch alongs that we're doing. I seriously do. But right now I'm in a little bit of a lull. And so I need to pull myself out of that and get some more stitching done. Okay. We're also working on Sew by Row by Lori Holt. We only have this month and next month, and then we're done. So this month we're working on the spools. I feel like these are going to stitch up pretty quickly. So if you are so inclined, and depending on what kind of mood I'm in, I might stitch both rows. But I haven't even started the spools yet. I just have the irons done. So that's where I'm at for Sew by Row. This one is fun. I enjoy this one. And I am really looking forward to Flea Market Flowers. That one we're starting in June. The reservation for Flea Market Flowers Stitch Long is on the website. And you guys, it has gotten a crazy amount of people signing up for it. I couldn't believe it. I was really surprised. I thought we would have a few, but I didn't think we would have as many as we have. I was very, very surprised about that. So it's beautiful. Flea Market Flowers Stitch Long by Lori Holt. We're starting it in June. It's going to be fabulous. We are also working our way through Early Americans. I do really love this stitch long. This is by Little House Needleworks. This month we're working on Nathan Hale, and I have not gotten any farther on that. I'll show you quick. I haven't even started Nathan, but I have Betsy, John, and Martha done. So I am excited to keep going with that one because I'm enjoying this one quite a bit. And then we are moving on to May for Sampler of the Month. And I think this one is darling. It's got little, I don't even know if you guys can see, but the colors are great. Those flowers on either side of the house, the beehives. I mean, it's just cute. This was my April one, which we finished last month. And hopefully I will have a frame for very, very soon. And then I can share it with you guys. So that's my April. And I have my bag all ready to go for May. I put my fabric in here. Like I've taken the first step to get some stitching done. I just need to find some time to do it. And then in May, so next month, and I think both of these are full, but we're moving on. We're going to do Main Street. My mom is stitching this one with you guys. And we're going to do Animal Stacks by Plum Street Samplers. The first one we're going to start with is Sheep Heap. So this will come to you in May. And like I said, my mom's going to stitch those with you guys. And how does everyone start their project bag? Yes, 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 Brandy. Cassie is the one who kind of enlightened us to this frame store on Etsy. My months in the frame, and it turned out great and so much cheaper. Yeah, so Cassie is the one who originally showed these frames in our Happy Little Stitchers group on Facebook. Super cute, but I was dragging my feet. I was like, I don't know, should I get them? I don't know. And then Brandy messaged me the other day and she got hers and she put them in, and it was just another opinion praising this shop, saying these frames are really good quality. I could get 2 frames plus shipping cheaper than you could get one of the, frames that are in the sample. And so hearing that second opinion saying, yeah, it's good. It looks really cute. It's good quality, all of that sold me. And so then I placed an order, and as soon as I get them, I will give you a third opinion and share what I think. It's called Cheeky Sheep on Etsy. Okay. And then I finished my Shine On. It's done, you guys. It is done. My husband looked at it and said, what do you think? He goes, that looks like a lot of work. This one was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy this sampler. It was like, a different block each month. So that one was a lot of fun. So I'm just going to frame mine. I have to get another frame. But I think I'm just going to get the frame from Target that Camille used, I think. So I'm looking into that. It was so fun to stitch. Is anybody else who's stitching that done? Anybody else who's stitching Shine On done with it? It is such a big piece. It was so much fun. And my little one was like, there's a house. There's a bee. There's a flower. She was finding all the different things. It's just so pretty. It's so bright and vibrant, and it's just super, super pretty. I love it. I'm excited to get it framed and get it hung up. Okay, now I have a ton of new charts that are in the shop. I'll send you mine to you. I am finishing mine now. Oh, good, Teresa. Getting ready to start Shine On. Just got the book from you. Oh, good. You're going to love it, Melinda. It's really fun. We just kind of took our time with it. It was no rush. And I really like doing the slow roll along. I think, it's not like you have to have a certain amount done every week. We just took a chunk and we did it every month. And that really worked well for me at this time with all the other stitch alongs that are going on. It worked well to just have a little bit to do each month. And it was nice, like I looked forward to it. It didn't ever get to be something for me that I felt like, oh my gosh, I got to get this done. It was like, oh, I get to, I got these other things done. Now I get to move on to this and I'm excited about it. It was good. No, I'm not besties with Camille. She's super nice. I have talked with her a few times, but she's super nice. But she just put hers in a white frame from Target. I think that's what I'm going to do. Right. I have to check it out though. Okay. So new charts in the shop. Here we go. I received the latest shipment from Stitching with the Housewives. So we now have America the Beautiful in the shop. I got all of these in there yesterday. I spent a lot of time getting new stuff in the shop yesterday. And we have Liberty Farm by Stitching with the Housewives. Okay, guys, are you ready? We have Come Into My Garden by Blackbird Designs. This one, I will tell you, my middle daughter, 12-year-old middle daughter, she was rooting for this one during bracket time. She was like, I want this one to win. I want this one to win. So I had to order it, and I hope to stitch it someday, and I hope to frame it, and then she can take it with her or hang it in her room or take it with her when she goes to college. But she really, this one spoke to her for some reason. She really loved this one. So Come Into My Garden by Blackbird Designs is now here. It's in the shop. All Creatures Great and Small by Barbara Anna Designs. This is in the shop. This is also part of our sampler madness. A Quaker Welcome by Lila's Studio. This was part of our sampler madness too. This is now in the shop. With the Needle 2 by Lila's Studio. This one is in the shop. I think this one is gorgeous. I think I actually messaged Sam when I looked this up and I saw the picture and I was like, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. We have Sam, Little Red Chair Sampler by the Scarlet House. Oh, really, Sam? Your Madison and my middle one, they've got the same taste. Oh, that's a great idea, Teresa. Sam, we should we should stitch those together for our daughters. So this is, like I said, Little Red Chair Sampler by the Scarlet House. Oh no, I pulled 2 of them. I pulled 3 of them. What other ones did I have from the Scarlet House that I didn't pull? We have Love Abide by Lottie Da. We have the Smith Sampler by the Scarlet House. And then a lot of you had asked for patriotic stitches for me to try to get some more into the shop. So I have a few. I'm hoping to add more, but I have a few. This one, I think I thought it was cross stitch, but it actually looks like embroidery. But it's called Patriotic Trio, and it's by Always in Stitches. This one is called Sweet Land of Liberty by Heartstring Samplery. This one's really pretty. Sweet Land of Liberty. This one is called Liberty's Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. I thought this one was gorgeous. So pretty. This one is called Needle and Thread by Little House Needleworks. This one is called Old Glory by Little House Needleworks. Oops. Plum Street Samplers. This one is super cute too. Those are all the new charts that are in the shop, I think. Yep. And okay, the question for this week. So first of all, we'll do a drawing. Let me tell you who won for last week. The prize for last week was Welcome Home Cross Stitch. The winner is Amber Parker. Amber, congratulations for winning Welcome Home. Please send me an email to claim your prize or get in touch with me somehow to claim your prize so that I can get this out the door to you. And the question for this week, we are doing a Sampler Madness Part 2. And this time, we are only taking submissions for an actual reproduction sampler. Okay, so this is like a sampler that was done in the 1500s and somebody, a current designer, has reproduced it exactly as it was made and designed like hundreds of years ago. I would love to do one of those samplers and just kind of work our way through it very slowly, just piece by piece, and accomplish the, I mean, just think of how rewarding that is going to be if we make this gorgeous sampler. By the time you get done with it, what you have accomplished. Like, I want that. I want to do that. Plus the history that's involved and just thinking of women hundreds of years ago sitting by candlelight, stitching these beautiful samplers with pieces of it that reflect the time that they were living in. Like, I love that stuff. And so that is going to be your question for today. So be sure that you are subscribed to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. Be sure that you are following us on Instagram and Facebook. Be sure you join our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group. And please, please, please answer the question this week. We didn't have a lot of comments last week. I think everybody was really busy getting ready for Easter, but we didn't have many comments last week. But I really hope to get a ton of reproduction submissions. So then we can do a reproduction sampler madness again and whittle it down to which reproduction sampler we're going to stitch. So I'm super excited about it. Sam, why are you scared? What is going on? Why are you scared? You are so welcome, Amber. I'm so excited for you. Reproduction sounds awesome. I agree. Like, let's do it. I've never done one, but I want to jump in and do it. And I think the most overwhelming thing about it could be the size of it. I'm debating about trying to jump up in cloth count to make it, even more reproduction legit. Because I don't think they had Ada or Lugana in the 1600s, 1800s. So I'm debating about that. I'm kind of nervous about that. But jump in and let's tackle a sampler together. Like Brick House Sampler is going to be awesome. I'm really excited about that one too. But I would like to do another one as well. So let's do it. Let's figure it out and do it. It wouldn't let me do my answer when I rewatched. Oh. Well, that's no good. Wonder why that's happening. Yes, everyone remember to give us a thumbs up, please, and help other people find us. The more thumbs up we get, the more other people find us. The most thumbs up I think we've ever gotten on a live is the one that Lori was here for. She should pop by again. If you jump up, make sure you pick up those cheap readers. Oh my gosh. True. Oh my goodness. I get it now. If I jump up and count, I've already stitched on 32 count. And that one was okay. It goes more slowly for me, but it was okay. I could handle it, but I think my eyes have worsened since then. There's a lot of smaller ones that they call little gems would be a great option. I'm in for a sampler, says Morgan. You can jump up and count. It's easier. I know. That's the big dilemma, right? My dad was like, well, if you need them, you need them. And I was like, Dad, you do not have an old daughter. Like, I am young. If I'm young, then you are young. I couldn't answer either. Oh, no. Well, somebody let me know if that's happening again, and I'll try to see what is up with that. I don't know. And that is about as high as I like to go, says Brandy. I did get some higher count claws because I know somebody asked for it and I can't remember who. I'm sorry. But I did get some 36 and 40 count linens in. I just need to get them cut up and packaged and then listed in the shop. But they are here and I hope to get them on the shop soon. So think of fun, lovely, beautiful reproduction samplers and be sure to comment all your submissions so that I can get them all written down and then sometime it won't be this weekend, because I'll give everybody like a full week. So it probably won't be this weekend, but it would be next weekend, the following weekend that we would do a sampler again. So pay attention to my stories because I'm asking lots of polls, questions, and lots of sampler madness stuff. So pay attention to all that stuff so I can get your input. Okay, everybody have a wonderful week. Enjoy your week. Have a fabulous weekend. I hope all of you had a fabulous Easter last weekend and have a great week this week. And thank you so much for taking some time to spend with me today. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great week. Happy stitching. I will see you guys next week on Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Happy stitching, everybody.